everybody, it's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about parental paranoia. Now, this comes from where, Charlamagne?
Well, my last book, shook one. I got a whole chapter called Parental Paranoia, and I think that, if you're a parent, that's just the anxiety that comes from, just having kids, right? And after what we saw this past, what was that, Monday? What day was that? Sunday? I can't even remember. Tuesday, the shooting at, Robb Elementary School, I know for a fact it's really impacting how I parent. I'm thinking about, pulling my daughter from her field trip that she got coming up, and my oldest daughter's a teenager now, so she wants to do things like go to the mall and hang out with her friends in public places. I'm talking about even just hanging out in front of the ice cream parlor.
Right.
Your younger kids, they want to go to the park, and I'm like, no, we not. We got park at home. You know what I mean? We got mall at home. We got a field trip at home, even though we have none of this stuff at home. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I just want to talk to other parents this morning because I know I can't be alone with this, and I feel bad because you want your child to have those experiences. You want your child to have those experiences with their friends. You want them to have a childhood, basically. And I know you can't protect your kids from everything in the world, but damn it if I won't try. And I know what makes me comfortable as a parent is taking away from experiences that she'll never get again. So it's like, just emotionally, it just makes me feel bad.
Well, I will say this, with having so many kids, you get a couple of do-overs, right? With my 20-year-old and my 18-year-old, I was very, very protective over them. I didn't let them go out. They weren't allowed to do some of the things that their friends are able to do, whether it was go to the park or go to the mall without me and my wife being there or a family member being there. And I realized when they got a little older, they didn't have as many friends because I didn't allow them to go out as much. But now with the younger kids, I'm starting them to let them go out more. But I'm going out with them.
That's so not fair for older kids.
It's not, but you see how it affects them.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And as a kid, I went out. I was at the park. I was playing with my friends. I have so many different friends from different blocks and different areas because I went out. My kids don't have that because I was so protective of them because I didn't want to see them get hurt.
But what you just said is what makes me feel bad because I know I have friends who were the older child who didn't get to do a lot of the things that the parents let the younger kids do, and it's just like, it's not my fault the circumstances of the world are the way that they are right now. So it makes me feel bad that I'm not letting my oldest daughter do certain things, but then it's like, man, I gotta protect my family.
You do. All right, but just think about it like this. At what age were you allowed to travel? And not travel as flying, because we couldn't afford it back in the day, but drive to another place, to anything.
Well,
or to go to another city.
My circumstances were a little different. My father was dealing with substance abuse, and, he was wilding. You know what I mean? So I didn't have much parental supervision.
My goodness.
I was a bad kid.
Well, put it like this. My daughter right now, she's a junior at NYU. She has never traveled anywhere without me. Never gone anywhere. Like, how kids go to spring break, they go to Atlanta, they go see their friends. Never.
Well, see, I used to lie about stuff like that. To your point, I lied and went I left and went to Black Biker Weekend in Myrtle Beach one weekend when I was in high school and didn't even tell my parents. I just went, had $5 in my pocket, and I just left. Yes, I just had $5 in my pocket, and I went with 3 of my homeboys. So I was just missing for the weekend. And guess what?
What?
Nobody went looking for me because they knew that little badass boy is at Black Biker Weekend in Myrtle Beach. He'll be back, and I'm going to beat his ass when he get home, God.
I was going to ask also, Yee, now, I know you got a bunch of guy kids, Yee, and you watch your guy kids. Does this make you feel any way when you got your kids?
I mean, I think it's way different than being a parent, but I had a lot of freedom when I was growing up. So, I look at it a little differently, that's all. My parents definitely let me do what I needed to do and be responsible. You can't control what anybody else does, but you also don't want to be scared to live your life and deprive your kids of, having a good time and being a kid.
Absolutely. Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning. It's Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, you got kids?
I do. I have a 4-year-old.
And how does this, with everything that's going on, how does that make you feel as a parent?
So I actually have double paranoia because I have a 4-year-old, but I also work in a school in the Bronx.
Oh, wow.
So it does give me...
It should be triple with the Bronx.
The extra paranoia. Yeah, well, so that's my point, is that you have so many things to worry about that I just kind of try not to live in fear because you can't go to a grocery store or movie theater. Realistically, you can't keep your kids in the house. So just trying to push through that and understand and teach them different things.
What you just
They
said
know that we still have to go in the world.
What you said about not living in fears is it messes with me on a spiritual level too, because we know we're supposed to walk by faith, right? Like we're supposed to believe in a higher power. But in my mind, I feel like, God is the one telling me like, hey, shut all of this down. Nope, let her stay home. And it's confusing. Like, it's confusing because I know it's just confusing.
It is. Thank you, Mama.
I used to hate when my mom used to be like, I have a feeling you shouldn't go out. I just got a bad feeling. And I used to be like, oh, my God, now I can't go out because you had a feeling?
I be trusting them feelings from the elders, though. When a black woman tell you, you might need to sit your ass down, you probably need to sit your ass down. If I think about all the times my grandma mama said that to me and I still went out and I wonder why I got in so much trouble when I was younger, I should have listened. I don't play about that.
Her way of saying no was, ask your father.
That's what my wife does, too. When she be like, ask your dad. They know my answer going to be no. We want to go where? How long? How far is that? With who?
Lord have mercy.
Nah, we not doing it.
We got more calls?
Yeah. No, we'll take some more when we come back. 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
DJ Envy, this is Cryptic. What's up?
What's up, bro? You got kids, bro?
Yeah, man. I got a daughter. She's 9 years old. First off, Yee, Morris Chestnut was good, man.
Peace, King. Thank you for acknowledging.
Who's that?
Thank you for acknowledging
Morris Chestnut's not here today.
my attractiveness.
No problem, man. Yeah, man. First off, it's a tragedy. Every time, a parent has to marry their kids. That's
absolutely
fact. It's horrible. But I got a 9-year-old daughter, and parental paranoia is a real thing, man. I'm with you when it comes to keeping your kids at home, when it comes to homeschooling, but, socially, they're going to be growing up awkward. That's how I feel, They're not going to be able to have a proper conversation with people. They're going to be sexuals, but I don't feel like they'll have what they need to be a part of society.
Hey, listen, I agree with you, and that's what makes it so difficult. But, man, especially when you got girls, you see all this stuff about human trafficking and all of this other stuff. So it's not even just the things like the violence, the shootings. It's, you hear those stories about the girls getting kidnapped at Dallas Mavericks games. You're like, man, what the hell?
But not only that, bullying is so much going on, and I don't think there's nobody for these kids to talk to. There's nobody to protect these kids. So I feel like as a parent, you got to be there majority of the time to protect them. Hello, who's this?
And I just want to say, kids are getting a lot of trouble at home too. Just to put that out there.
Hello?
Nah, not like the outside world. My kids don't get that much trouble. Nah, but I monitor my kids. I can control them. I know what my kids are online doing.
I ain't worried about no homeschool shooting. Yeah. There ain't no homeschool shooting happening.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Cherise from Indianapolis.
Hey, Cherise. You got kids, Cherise?
I do. I have a 10-year-old, and he has autism. So this topic, I had to call you guys because I'm a registered nurse, and I get up every day, and I talk about mental health awareness because this is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yep.
And I think we need to focus more on that. And thank you, Charlamagne, for all the work that you are doing with mental health.
Thank you, Queen.
Thank you. Thank you guys, too, Angela Yee and DJ Envy, because you do a lot for the community. But anyway, I just wanted to say that we have to start talking more about mental health because this is where these type of episodes are stemming from. We're not focusing enough on mental health awareness.
I agree with you because there's a lot of hurt people hurting people, and that's why I always say we rely on each other as humans to protect each other every day just based on our behavior, man. So I agree with you.
Hello, who's this? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name?
Anessa.
Hey, Anessa. You got kids, Anessa?
Yes, I have 2 girls, 2 daughters.
What's your thoughts, man? I know parenting got to be crazy right now.
Yeah, the parental anxiety I have when I go out anywhere with my kids, even when I'm not with them, but when we go to restaurants, I'm sitting making sure that I'm facing doors. We go to grocery stores, I'm thinking about what's our exit plan if something happens. It's outrageous.
Man.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I'll be honest, though. This makes me feel better because I know I'm not alone. Even though I know parental paranoia is real and it's got to be heightened right now for everybody.
All right, well, we got rumors on the way, Yee?
And by the way, there is no moral to this story. After I go to therapy tomorrow and talk to my therapist about this, maybe I'll have something for y'all next week. But, parental paranoia is real because my therapist always tells me in regards to any anxiety, think about all the times you thought something was going to go wrong, but it didn't. it's very hard to feel like that now. I can't just say, well, yeah, she's right. All the times I thought about something going wrong, it didn't go wrong. But man, when you see all these things going wrong in all of these places that we frequent on the regular, from grocery stores to schools, it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, but you know what, too? And this is, I know we're rapping. I don't just have it for myself. I have it for other people's kids, too.
Absolutely.
Like yesterday, I seen this young parent. He was playing, not even a young parent, like an older brother. He was walking his kid, and I told him, look, you should be on the other side or the sidewalk. Like, you walk closer to the street.
That's
your
right.
kid shouldn't be walking close to the street.
That's right.
Your baby brother should walk close to the street. Even when I'm in the airport.
That's right.
And I see a parent talking on the phone and not watching their kid, and their kid's about to hit their head. And I know I should mind my own business, but I don't want to see no child hurt.
And because
or no child grab.
And like when you hear stories like, oh, the 15-year-old girl got, kidnapped from the Dallas Mavericks game, or you hear the young girl got shot in the Bronx, like, if you're a parent, you automatically see your child in that situation.
Absolutely.
So that's what you're doing. You're looking and you're like, yo, damn, I want him to protect his child the way I would protect mine. And that's how we should always be. That's how you protect. That's how a village protects each other.